get a dollar for every person that's called me a liar in the past 5 years. I wouldn't be financing. I buy my satellite next week.
Y'all, just when we thought the Diddy drama couldn't possibly get any messier, especially after that whole holiday meltdown situation, I've got some absolutely wild news for you. Are you sitting down? Because this is shocking. Diddy is flat out refusing to leave his jail cell. I'm not even kidding. The music mogul turned inmate is literally stalling legal proceedings by refusing to step out and accept a stack of lawsuits waiting for him. According to attorney Tony Buzbee's co-counsel Antigone Curis, and trust me, this is straight from the source, Diddy's little jailhouse protest is causing absolute chaos. It's not just affecting one case. We're talking 2 major cases here. The situation has gotten so ridiculous that Curis had to literally beg the court to push back important conferences. They were supposed to happen on January 10th, but now they're looking at February. Why? Because they can't even serve the man his papers. And honey, let me tell you something even more serious. This isn't just about these civil lawsuits. Diddy's got a criminal trial coming up in May 2025 where he's facing some absolutely terrifying charges. We're talking potential jail time of 15 to 20 years minimum. With lawsuits piling up faster than designer shoes at a sample sale and a federal court date locked in, you have to wonder, is this all part of some brilliant master plan, or is our boy Diddy finally cracking under pressure? Now let me spill all the tea about these lawsuits Diddy's been avoiding, and trust me when I tell you, the details are absolutely shocking. First up, we've got Philip Pines, a former assistant who's come forward with some truly disturbing accusations. Pines is suing for misconduct and what he describes as a toxic work environment that completely spiraled out of control between 2019 and 2021. And darling, wait until you hear this part. According to court documents, Pines claims his job included preparing for what Diddy allegedly called Wild King Nights. Now, I've heard some crazy party names before, but picture this. Hotel rooms stocked with baby oil, certain enhancement products, and items that would make even the most experienced party planner blush. And poor Pines says these events would go on for days. Guess who had to clean up the aftermath? Everything from discarded party supplies to, well, let's just say personal remnants. But here's where it gets even darker, and I mean seriously disturbing. Pines alleges that Diddy once forced him into an intimate situation with a woman while he just stood there watching. And if that wasn't horrifying enough, there's another jaw-dropping claim about Diddy allegedly dangling a woman over a 17th floor balcony. I literally gasped when I read that. Of course, Diddy's legal team is fighting back hard. They're calling these allegations completely baseless, insisting that no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it doesn't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never engaged in any non-consensual acts. They're standing firm, swearing he'll clear his name in court. But honestly, can one person possibly fend off this many lawsuits without some skeletons tumbling out of that designer closet? Now, let me take you inside the Metropolitan Detention Center and show you what Diddy's life behind bars really looks like. And trust me, it's a far cry from those lavish penthouses and private jets we're used to seeing him in. Remember that holiday meltdown we couldn't stop talking about? Those reports of him breaking down during the festive season had us all wondering if that larger-than-life persona was finally crumbling. But honey, that was just the beginning. Since that emotional episode, sources are saying he's retreated even further into isolation, refusing to leave his cell for days at a time. And here's the juicy part. Some insiders are whispering that his refusal to step out might actually be rooted in fear. I mean, let's be real. The MDC isn't exactly filled with adoring fans or his usual entourage, but others think this is all just another power move, his way of trying to control his environment while these lawsuits and criminal charges close in around him like walls. And can you believe this? Despite all this drama, reports from inside suggest Diddy's turned to meditation and yoga to center himself. Yes, you heard that right. Meditation and yoga. Can you just picture Diddy sitting cross-legged on that cold cell floor, trying to find his inner peace while lawsuits pile up faster than New York snow in December? I mean, who would have thought? But here's the thing. There are whispers that he's still trying to maintain that untouchable facade. One source even claimed he's keeping his head up like he's untouchable. But is this the same man who was reportedly crying in his cell during the holidays? Something's not adding up here, darlings. Now, hold on to your seats because this next part is wild. If you thought the lawsuits and jail cell drama were shocking, wait until you hear what Jaguar Wright has been saying. Known for her no-holds-barred interviews and relentless exposés of the music industry's dark side, Wright just dropped another bombshell, and this one's about none other than her arch-enemy, Diddy. During an absolutely explosive interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar went all in. She straight up alleged that Diddy has been living with HIV. Yes, you heard that correctly. Wright claimed that Diddy has faced the disease head-on, refusing to let it slow down his meteoric rise in the entertainment world. She even raised this absolutely shocking question. How many dudes are running around undetectable?
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
And just when you thought that was everything, honey, there's more. Wright didn't just stop at the health allegations. She doubled down hard on her broader narrative of Diddy as this dangerous and devilish figure in the industry. She's talking about someone who's allegedly been enabled by some of the most powerful names in music. Wright claims she can identify at least 20 individuals who she believes are no better than Diddy and who allegedly also have HIV. According to her, this issue goes way beyond just Diddy's alleged sins. But wait, Jaguar also had something absolutely fascinating to say about Jay-Z's lawyer. She's claiming that Diddy and Jay-Z were never actually friends, just business acquaintances. And trust me, what she said about it...
Now guess what? Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole virus, G. I don't know Diddy.
What do you think that's about?
I don't even like baby oil. I don't know Diddy.
Oh my goodness, Jaguar was clearly living for that moment. And why wouldn't she be? She's been spot on with most of her predictions about these industry big shots so far. But seriously, do you actually believe those ridiculous claims that Diddy and Jay-Z aren't tight? There are literally tons of videos and pictures showing otherwise, unless they've somehow been scrubbed from the internet. Now, as you can imagine, Jaguar's comments set social media on absolute fire. Some people are hailing her as this brave whistleblower, finally pulling back the curtain on fame and power's dark underbelly. Others, well, they're more skeptical, pointing to her history of making controversial, sometimes unverified claims. And honestly, both sides have solid points. But let me tell you something. These allegations have added yet another layer of drama to Diddy's already chaotic situation. If nothing else, Jaguar Wright knows exactly how to keep the internet buzzing, and this latest bombshell has only turned up the heat. Now, let's talk about what this means for Diddy's legacy. Because honey, it is hanging by a thread. Between the lawsuits, these explosive accusations from former associates, and his reported behavior behind bars, his public image has taken hit after hit after hit. But this latest HIV claim, this isn't just another headline, it's the kind of bombshell that sticks in people's minds, whether it's proven or not. Think about it. The court of public opinion doesn't wait for due process. These kinds of rumors don't just disappear. They grow, they fester, and they completely reshape how people see you, regardless of the truth. And while Diddy's legal team has been working overtime denying allegations left and right, the sheer volume and intensity of these claims make it nearly impossible for even his most loyal supporters to look the other way. But here's a wild theory that's been keeping me up at night. Could all these rumors and allegations be part of some calculated move to discredit Diddy? Or are we finally seeing the real truth behind that perfectly crafted image? The timing of everything, the lawsuits, the viral interviews, the jailhouse stories. It's all raising some serious eyebrows. Let's be real about where Diddy goes from here, because it's looking like a total lose-lose situation for the bad boy mogul. His refusal to leave that cell might be buying him some time, but at what cost? Legally, this move is like a ticking time bomb. Delaying lawsuits doesn't make them vanish. It just keeps adding to the pressure. The attorneys on both sides are scrambling to adjust timelines, but honey, these courts won't wait forever. And don't even get me started on his criminal trial set for May 2025. If he keeps up this behavior, it could absolutely destroy his case. Prosecutors could argue that his refusal to cooperate shows guilt or lack of accountability. Can you imagine trying to manage both criminal and civil cases at the same time? His legal team must be losing their minds. But here's the twist that's got everyone talking. Could this all be part of some bigger strategy? Is Diddy betting that these delays will wear down his accusers? Or is this just the desperate move of someone who's completely cornered and running out of options? Whatever happens next, one thing's crystal clear. The clock is ticking, and the stakes have never been higher. Someone needs to remind him that we're still months away from trial, and there's a huge chance he's going to have about a dozen more lawsuits knocking on his door before then. And that's the piping hot tea on Brother Love's situation. But trust me, there's so much more coming. What do you think? Is Diddy's cell block protest a bold legal move? Or is this the sign of a man who's finally crumbling under pressure? And what about Jaguar Wright's shocking claims? Truth or pure bias? The drama is far from over. And honey, we're just getting started. Make sure you stick around because this story is getting juicier by the minute. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest updates on this absolutely wild situation.